Hey guys, Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Today's another day in the fish room. It's crazy windy outside and raining, let me show you. So I can't do my normal projects. Normally I want to be drilling tanks to, finish off that stand and stuff. But it's crazy outside. Well, of course, it doesn't look that crazy now, but trust me, super crazy, raining a lot, and gusts up to 75 miles an hour. So not exactly trying to get much done outside today, but what I'm thinking I can do, I can shoot some more videos for you guys. That'll be a good thing. And then I'm thinking about cleaning up this room in here. So I've got this room. I want to start setting up some totes and things like that, which means moving all of this stuff. So there's lots of wood, and there's a top to an awesome stand I own. But all of this kind of needs to move out of the way so I can start lining up IBC totes, kind of like the water tank I've got in the fish room here. And I might shoot a video on how to cut the top off one of those, which I haven't done yet, but I've got an idea how I want to do it. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I saw a lot of ways I didn't want to do it. And so yeah. Otherwise, just brought some new fish in, and here we've got Cyprichromis, Leptosoma, Karengi Island. What else did I bring? Kind of the lights haven't even come on yet. Today is an early start. I think it's about 11 o'clock. The fry have been released down here, which we can't see that yet, but maybe in the back we can see some moving around there. I can see one in the center of the shot there. But later in the day, when the lights come on, we'll probably be able to see some of that stuff. I could go around and turn all the lights on now, but then I gotta, play with them and make sure they turn off correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a video on how to use some command hooks in the fish room. That's gonna be awesome. And yeah, so for now, of course, I get an early start today, and it's crazy weather outside, so we'll see how much I can get done indoors. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, update. It's like 12:30 or something like that, and as I was doing some maintenance, I noticed the pH on my indoor pond is just absolutely crashed, which makes sense. I have soft water, and I didn't have any coral or anything like that in there, and normally all these ponds outside are automatically water changing and things, so I haven't had that issue. But in here I am. All the tanks over there auto water changing, don't have that issue. But so yeah, I'm gonna have to remedy that. And you can see here a lot of koi, and just so I can test the water, I'm gonna use a little strip like this. And a lot of people don't like them. I love them because they're quick and easy. And I found the Tetra ones to be reliable, but that's its own thing there. So I did a 50% water change, so that was the first thing I did, and it's actually helped quite a bit already. If I compare, let's see if I can do this here while holding a camera. But basically, if I compare to the chart here, pick this up here, but we now have some pH. I'm probably at 6.8, a little bit of buffer, and very low hardness, you can see, and a little bit of nitrate in there. And that's pretty good. I haven't run into nitrate problems. Let's set this over here. I haven't run into nitrate problems because I do the water changes, but because we just come out with no buffering capacity at all, and like a 6.8 pH, I'm just running into a problem. So you can see here, there's lots of koi in here. There's no doubt about that. We're talking, there's 100 or more easily. And it's only 360 gallons of water, but, I've got lots of filtration. I'm converting nitrates. There's no ammonia, that type of thing, but I'm just physically running out of capacity for this water to hold more waste without changing the pH. So until I build a better system and incorporate, I did put a piece of Texas Holy Rock in there, and I'm going to get some more things going. I'm going to artificially buffer it with baking soda. This is something you want to be very careful with. A little bit goes a long way, and this is definitely a do as I say, not as I do. You would want to measure and adjust it in a 5-gallon bucket and get the correct dosage and do this slow. That being said, I'm going to correct the problem right here on camera and just put a little bit in. And you know, this is small amounts here for this many gallons of water, but if I put that much into like a 55-gallon tank, I'm going to have a horrible problem. And so I put just a little bit in there, and now you let that sit for a few hours at least, you know, so it might be 3 or 4 or 6 hours, something where I can come back, I can test it again, and I can see where I'm at. And we want to bring it up slowly, the pH, so that we don't crash the tank. Well, we won't crash the tank, but there can be very hard on fish. And so we want to make sure we don't bring it up way too fast. We're just trying to bring it up slowly, you know, a point or two at a time. So from, let's say, 6.8 to 6.9, that type of thing. So yeah, that's where I am with that. Now it's to move a bunch of stuff behind me. So I'm tired. I wrangled this beast in here, cleaned out most of what I need to go, but it was getting so windy that stuff was starting to blow out of my garage and stuff like that. So I was moving this to the wood shop that's, you know, 2 rooms over. So I had to go outside, prop these doors open, and you know, move it through the bad weather there. And you know, so now I'm overheating because I was wearing a coat and it's raining really hard, and you can see here that, you know, rain was blowing quite far into this room just while I had the door open for a little while. But totes in, that's the important part. Looks like here I might need to go buy a tool. I don't know if I'm going to have kind of a star or a Torx bit or whatever that's going to be. That being said, I might leave those on, but so the next goal is get this tote situated on the wall somehow. And so you can see these totes, they're not square, so they're rectangle shape, and so they are longer this way than they are that way. And the way I'm going to orientate the totes to the wall is based on how many are going to fit. And so it looks like easily 1 fits there, 2 fits here, and then we start getting into door area. And so if I come out on the short end, I might be able to fit 3 very easy. I might be able to fit 4, I don't know. I'm going to grab a tape measure and I'm going to play with that. And I'm going to make sure I leave enough room. So in this room I've kind of got this beam here that comes out. I'm going to leave room to put a drain here, so that in theory we're running a drain on the other side, because that's the other side where the fish room is. In theory I can run a pipe all the way down to here, and then I know my sink is basically right here because I've got water coming in to fill some of these ponds. If I can tap in down low and put the drain in there and not impede the door too much, I'll have to, you know, get tricky with that and make it work, but then I can have automatic water changing going out here in the cold room or ponds or whatever I'm going to do. But I don't think it's a bad idea to install a drain along this wall, because no matter if I'm going to end up doing tanks or I do big stock tanks, you know, IBC totes like this, either way I want to drain there. So now I'm going to grab a tape measure and I'm going to plan it out. Then I'll show you. I'm going to well, I won't show you how I'm going to cut. I'll probably shoot a video on how to cut this thing once I figure it out, but that's where I'm at now. So I just thought I'd show you guys how bad it is outside today and why I'm not drilling. I would need to use a hose to keep the diamond hole saw lubricated. Look at that rain. And this is, you know, it's raining pretty hard out there, as we can see, you know, neighbor's house, everything to the back of my garage here, but really overflowing my my gutters there. I'm gonna have to take a look at that, and because that is, you know, that is a lot of water coming down. Like, this is no joke. You know, some parts of the country and around the world this might be normal, but this is, you know, even Seattle here, this is not normal to have this much water pooling up back here. So yeah, lots and lots of water. But this is what I get when I came back from Ace Hardware, because as always, had to make a trip to the hardware store because I didn't own a Torx bit that was the T40 or the Torx 40 to work on the top of this tote here and take these screws out. Man, this is like legendary rain here. Looking out here, and you know, we're basically flooding my yard, and you know, it's like all that water that's in that pond is over the last couple of days. And in theory, you know, this is in theory here. I was gonna go outside and catch koi out of the ponds over here and bring them indoors after doing this, but instead I think I'm gonna be getting it ready, and unless it stops raining, I'm not gonna be able to accomplish that today. But I gotta go look at this water here, and it's another great thing. I'm glad I installed the insulation and stuff like that, because we're still at 80 degrees in this room. No water's getting through, which is nice. You know, but it is definitely raining hard, and you know, winds up to 70 miles an hour gusts, and you know, even my wood pile's getting wet. It's brutal out here. You can see, you know, my gutters, even when the ones, you know, that might not be plugged up, you can see over there, you know, clearly gutters not handling this much water coming down. So I'd step outside, but it'd probably ruin the camera, and I'd get soaking wet. So basically, I gotta camp out here. You can look at that. You can even see my driveway is literally flooding over there, and yeah, so definitely no shortage of water. Kind of out of control. So yeah, I gotta camp out here in the fish room until it dies down. I'm just gonna get soaked. So that's a good thing for you guys. That means shoot more videos, find more stuff to do. Maybe I'll even find time to scrape algae. But for now, it's about 2 o'clock. Wish I'd eaten lunch before I came over here, because the rain's out of control now and I don't want to go back. So we'll wait it out. Back to work on the IBC totes for me. Well, luckily for me, my old school T12 shop light 8-footer thing didn't burn out until after I shot a video, but that thing just burnt out. You know, I could hear the ballast kind of melting or whatever, so good thing I was in here, I guess. But I finished cutting out the IBC tote, and I actually learned something awesome. At least I hadn't seen it done yet, and maybe everyone knows this trick, but I'm going to use this to quarantine koi, and koi jump a lot, and so I can, in the video I show you exactly how to do this, but this top that I cut out, I saved it, and I can use the metal brackets here to keep it up and on there. So now I have a top to quarantine them so they can't jump out. That's super useful. Also, I might employ this at the store, because I can lock down the top at night and just lock something to this, and then you know, take the locks off in the morning and get back to selling fish. So that could be super cool. But yeah, so it's 2:30. Still, it's not raining as hard, but it's still raining stupid too much. And so yeah, back to finding something to do for me. So I just shot another quick tip video, but now I just want to show you how I breed shrimp. You know, I talked a lot about how I breed shrimp, and it's relatively easy for me, and how I have usually insane numbers. And you know, what I'm going to show you here is after I brought about 150 shrimp to the store yesterday. Let's see, yep, that would have been yesterday. And these are orange shrimp, and I'm breeding them with other fish. So let me just give you a quick peek. So you can see here I have got platies, and these are actually Variatus platies. But look at the sea of orange shrimp that also inhabit this tank. And this is after I took roughly 150 out yesterday. And there's, you know, clearly more back in the weeds there. And this, I just wanted to point this out because everyone says, oh, I can't keep shrimp and fish together. It depends on how well you keep them fed. It depends on the environment, whether there's hiding places. Over here we're doing the same thing. Lots of shrimp hiding out. This is just algae, you know. So people asking what's the best plant for shrimp, and the reality is any cover does awesome. Everywhere you look in here, you're just going to see more and more and more and more orange shrimp. So, you know, just wanted to show people that. I mean, I've even got a turtle in there. There's, you know, guppies and bristlenose and stuff like that. So know that, you know, yes, it is easier to get a colony started with shrimp when you don't have anything in there, but it can be done, and that's how I do it. So I do it differently than other people. And you can see that I caught a bunch of shrimp out here because the water's level is low because I was catching fish and shrimp and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to work, and I think it's time to do, well, I already drilled one tank, so maybe I'll drill acrylic. I can do that indoors. Still a torrential downpour outside. I think I've hit about the limit I can do without just getting soaked. But here's what else I got done. Drilled a hole in this acrylic tank. I could fill it and get that going, and I might. Maybe I'll go have lunch and, you know, come out here and work a little more. Lights are on some of the tanks now, so you can see the Superchromis. Down this way, I've got my high fin variatus that I've been breeding and playing with for a while. Just a fish I like quite a bit, and I thought she was pretty pregnant. I think I caught her a little too late. There are some fry in here, but very few, so I think she had given birth to most of them before I caught her out. But I do want to show you those Pseudotropheus silosi fry that we milked out or stripped in another video. You can see them hanging around on the sponge filter here, and you know, we've got the yellow coloration, and we got some Java moss, and so yeah, they're coming along. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, like, do all that kind of stuff. Check out our other videos. A little bit shorter than normal episode, but crazy rain does that. Turns out, even though all this is happening indoors, the actual building of it, I still use outdoors quite a bit when I need to drill tanks and paint and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be a slow process till it stops raining. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.